Greetings and welcome to Module 3 of TALE. This is in continuation of TALE 2. TALE 2 itself is a continuation of TALE Module 1. In TALE 2 we looked at the process of designing a course in the framework of ADDIE model. And the ADDIE is a very generic model representing analysis, design, development, implement and evaluate activities, and the sub processes in each one of these phases, that is analysis, design and so on, the sub processes are selected so that finally the course can be designed in alignment with the NBA requirements. So now you are able to design a course right from the beginning with the requirements specified by National Board of Accreditation. Till now what people have been doing is they are designing the course in their own way. By and large it is really selecting a list of topics which is done by Board of Studies, and then trying to see how we can bring it in alignment with NBA requirements. Whereas if we have the choice of designing a course, you can use the ADDIE framework and design the course in alignment with the NBA requirements. That the process of design and conduct of the course, that is what we have seen through the 5 phases of ADDIE. Now in Module 3 we are going to look at the Module 3 is going to look at the how do we conduct the instruction. That is, we have now designed the course, we knew how to write outcomes which we explored in TALE Module 1. Now we have come to the stage how to conduct, how do we actually do the instruction to the students. We will see exactly the details of Module 3 towards the end of this unit, but in this unit we try to understand the nature and constructs of instruction. So we also once again need to define what instruction is and what is its nature and what are its constructs. Now first thing that should be very clear, there is no right now, based on the knowledge that we have, there is no exception to this. People can only learn by constructing their own knowledge. If you don't construct your knowledge, the only way you can you are supposed to be learning is to remember the answers to questions that are going to be asked for as many questions as possible. That is what we call rote learning. And unfortunately many of the examinations or competitive exams reduce learning to rote learning. But if you want to truly learn, that is, you learn and you are able to utilize that knowledge in conditions which were not familiar to you, in new situations, if you have to apply your knowledge or solve problems, then you have to construct your own knowledge. And to construct the knowledge, the learners require active manipulation of the material to be learned, and it cannot occur passively. That means it cannot occur by merely listening. You have to work with the material that need to be learned in whatever manner. It depends on different subjects. How you manipulate the material to really learn, that is what the instruction it tries to facilitate. This is the principal tenet of what we called in TALE Module 1 constructivism. We are constructing, each learner is constructing his own knowledge. It is not as if something can be transferred and permanently stored in the long term memory of any of anybody's brain. Each individual will have to construct his own knowledge, and the knowledge, skills and attitudes the learner has to construct are what we called as learning outcomes. So, once again we start with what is to be learned and state them as learning outcomes, and the instruction should facilitate the student, all the learners, to construct their own knowledge. That is what instruction is about. Now, let us look at a little more formal definition. The purpose of instruction is to help people learn. It is a very simple statement. That is why instead of calling somebody as a teacher, we are calling someone as an instructor, though the word instructor is not palatable to some of the teachers. They somehow consider instruction is a lower end process, which it is not, but anyway it does not matter. All teachers do instruction in the classroom, and what is the purpose of instruction? Is to help people learn. But if construction is what the learner does, what the teacher does is to foster that construction. By keeping on presenting lot of material, the student does not learn. So, the main task of the teacher should be, how do I foster the construction of the knowledge of all learners. Of course, the challenge is each learner is different from the other. So, same methods, same techniques will not work the same way for all. That will come to that later. So, this fostering of construction is termed as instruction. That is what we informally talk about. In a formal way, instruction, it is the intentional facilitation of learning toward an identified learning goal. What is an identified learning goal? Either it is stated as competency or in our case course outcome. Actually, competency is a smaller component of a course outcome. So, but sometimes an outcome does not have any competencies, it is the same. So, there is no further elaboration of an outcome. That is why we said it is the learning goal, either is a competency or an outcome. Okay. Or another way of stating, it is the deliberate arrangement of learning activities and conditions to promote the attainment of some intended goal. Take a relook at that. It is a deliberate arrangement of learning activities. What are learning activities? Even listening to lecture is also a learning activity. Solving a problem is a learning activity, or two people discussing about something under the supervision of teacher is also a learning activity. A field experiment is a learning activity. So, there are a whole lot of learning activities. So, the teacher will have to choose which learning activity you want and in what sequence do you want to arrange them. So, deliberate arrangement of learning activities and conditions. Conditions will always go with that, because it depends on the kind of environment that you have, right classroom arrangements that you have, and so on, to promote the attainment of some intended goal. That intended goal is nothing but for us either learning outcome, course outcome, or competency under some course outcome. So, that is what instruction is. So, you should always keep in mind that instruction is facilitation of learners towards an identified learning goal. That is a simple way of defining instruction. The instruction practiced at present is mostly lecture based. That is, 90% of the time, in more than 90% of the situations or classrooms, is lecturing. And why did we get into this mode? Because we teachers follow the method our teachers followed. Even during our class, even primary school or secondary school or in the colleges where we studied, our teachers followed lecturing method. So what do? We continue to follow the same lecturing method, thinking that is the only way to do. And as students, we did not like the way most of our teachers taught. Yes, occasionally you will have some inspiring teachers, the way they speak, possibly the way they care, or the way they organize information, but still even our good teachers are mostly lecturing. And so mostly we did not like it as students. So what happens? Our own students are not likely to appreciate what we do now as teachers. So the plea is, one should explore at least alternatives to a mostly lecture based type of instruction. That is not the only method. Okay, that is what we will explore in this module. And this is something that we have stated in our module 1 and module 2. Students learn better when they are provided information about the course outcomes, competencies, their responsibilities, and the criteria used to evaluate their performance. This is what we have stated, and we spent a lot of time in the module 1 how to write course outcomes according to some methodology. We talked about Bloom's taxonomy or Anderson-Bloom taxonomy, and how to write. We gave a methodology of writing course outcomes. And when assessment is in alignment with the things they are supposed to be able to do at the end of a course. While we did not spend too much time, but we emphasized, if the assessment is not in alignment with the course outcomes, the learning does not take place. Learning will not take place because students will only learn as per their perception of what assessment is. So let us say we assume assessment is in alignment with the course outcomes. Now these two, once they are taken care of, students will learn better when instruction facilitates the student to acquire the stated outcomes or competencies. So instruction, our main goal is instruction should facilitate the learners to attain stated outcomes. That is the purpose of instruction. Now how do we conduct a course? We write course outcomes and competencies and conduct instruction to facilitate the student to attain the stated outcomes. That is a sequence. And then we measure the attainment of outcomes, and many times we do it as we go along through assignments and the class tests, and finally we will do a end semester examination. So we are conducting instruction, and as we go along in a semester we keep measuring the attainment of outcomes. So that is a sequence of conducting a course. Now let us again redefine what an instructional unit is. We have communicated this in module 2, but to restate, a course is described in terms of its course outcomes, that we are very clear. Course outcomes are elaborated into competencies. Let us assume we have about 7 course outcomes, and once we elaborate the course outcomes into competencies, let us say we have about 15 competencies. So one instructional unit is associated with one competency. That is how that means instructional unit and competency, they go hand in hand. They are essentially the same. That means if I want to label an instructional unit, I will label it with the competency statement. So as a result, an instructional unit will have 1 to 5 classroom sessions of 15 minutes to 1 hour duration, or 1 or more 2-hour laboratory sessions, field trips, etc. So, an instructional unit will consist of these things 1 to 5 classroom sessions and or a 1 or more 2-hour laboratory sessions. Broadly we can consider that is the way an instructional unit is planned. That means if you want to plan your instructional unit, you will have to plan this 1 to 5. Some instructional unit may have only 1 hour, some may have 2, some may have even up to 5, but very rarely one will go beyond 5 hours, 5 classroom sessions for one instructional unit. Now, having stated that, the choice of instruction is, we can say, prescriptive. Prescriptive means you are saying this is how instruction is or should be, but another person may want to follow may want to rearrange the instructional activities in a different way. So, we are prescribing. It is not as if it is derived from some what you call well established theory and this is the only way to conduct an instruction. That means as a teacher we choose an instruction that is deliberate arranging of learning activities in a manner that I consider most conducive to student learning. Okay. So, it is prescriptive, it is not unique. The first thing is situations associated with instruction are very varied. There is a whole lot of variations that exist. For example, situations are determined by the nature of the course. Obviously, a mathematics course looking at, let us say, a statistics for engineering, or a course in physics, or a course in mechanical drawing, or an electromagnetic theory course. They are all very, very different in their nature, the emphasis and the way to learn, they are all different. So, situations are different by the nature of the course. And then you have different teachers for different courses. Each teacher, after all, based on his experience and his abilities, will look at the course in his own way. And then the students are not the same in all institutions, in all colleges, they are not the same. So, you may have a very large number of very good students, let us say in slightly better ranked colleges, but in other colleges you may have people with relatively lower cognitive abilities and maybe different motivation levels and so on. So, students are not the same in every type of, for example, if I take a third year electrical engineering branch and I look at students across the country in different institutions, you cannot say they are the same. So, you cannot take the same instructional approach to different to all types of students. So, the nature of students will determine the situation. On top of that, because the education is highly privatized, that means each college has its own management, and we all know different managements will look at the institution in a different way. No two managements will look at the engineering college in the same way. For some it is purely business, for some something that is working is quite satisfactory, you are not too keen to improve, someone is would want to micromanage everything, and some managements would want to legislate many things that this is the way the course will have to be taught and so on. So, the system under which the course is offered is very different again. To that extent, the situations are different and quite varied. We will explore that a little more in the next unit actually, and there are unlimited number of instructional approaches, and still people are contributing, and the choices that you have keep on increasing, and now the technologies are also continuously improving. With the technologies, the number of choices, the choice that you have keeps on increasing. So the teacher has to make a choice. Looking at what is available, what is possible, the teacher will have to make a choice. But of course, unfortunately or incidentally, most of the teachers make the choice of instruction merely by lecturing. So we urge you to kind of explore alternative instructional approaches for your course. Irrespective of the instructional situations and instructional approach, that what should instruction be? It should be effective first. Effective means whatever you do, the goal is that the learners, they have to attain the intended learning outcome. Or here for example, with respect to an instructional unit, at the end of instructional unit, the student should be able to construct his own knowledge that will facilitate him to attain the competency. A competency is the goal for each instructional unit, right. First it should be effective. If it is not effective, it is practically useless. Then it should be engaging. That means instruction should enable learners to actively engage with the knowledge they are expected to acquire. If they are not engaging with the new knowledge, they will not attain the intended learning outcome. And how do they engage? That is in the hands of the teacher to organize or arrange the learning activities in some sequence. That means it is not listening is not an active form of engaging with the knowledge. So what they should, now the teacher has to address the issue of how do I make my students engage with the knowledge. Now the third feature, instruction should be efficient in its use of resources, irrespective of the situations and instructional methods. Efficient in the sense, for in any formal program, there is only limited time available to a teacher when he is teaching a course. The number of hours available, and when the student is trying to do 5 to 6 courses, the amount of time the student has, a teacher cannot assume that the student is available to you all the time, all the days in a semester. So within the resources that are available, one should be able to you have to minimize the amount of use of resources. What happens is, if you have longer time, for example for the same competency, instead of 3 hours, if I take 6 hours, I can make everybody engage with that and try to make it effective, but then it is not efficient. So how do we make our instruction efficient as well? That is why it is called E3 instruction: effective, engaging and efficient. All the three need to be addressed at the same time. Sometimes you have to sacrifice one of them. For example, a difficult concept may require more time. To that extent, I may not be able to make it efficient. But if it is not effective, first of all, it is of no use. That is what one will have to keep in mind. Now instruction has two constructs, because we are trying to somehow classify the various aspects of instruction. So to that extent, once again this is a what we call a subjective way of classifying. Instruction has two constructs. One is instructional situations and the second one is instructional approaches. They will further be, each one will be expanded. Okay. And if you take instructional situations, they are characterized by values and conditions. What are values? Values are learning goals. For example, I can put my learning goal in a particular way. For example, one of the learning goals, a learner will have to have not merely sensitization, should have a feel for or be concerned about the influence of technology on society. Let us say that is one of the learning goals, but I may not put such a learning goal. So, the choice of learning goal will make difference to the instructional situation. Okay. Then what are my priorities and what are the methods that I am using and who has the power, who decides. We will see actually in many of our privatized smaller what do you call tier 3 type of engineering colleges, the who has the power seems to be playing a dominant role. We will come to that. And then instructional situations are also characterized by conditions. Conditions include the content, that is nature of subject material, the learners themselves. As we already said, learners are not uniformly the same across all institutions. Then the kind of learning environment that you have, and then you have what we call development constraints. We will see each one of them. Values are instructional situations. Values are about learning goals. Learning goals are nothing but competencies and COs. Like example can be write good programs in C encountered commonly in business applications. When I write this kind of thing, learning goal, it may not be like solving the problems that are already worked out in the class or at the end of the chapter problems. It may not be that. So, now what is the learning goal I have put for myself? Write good programs in C encountered commonly in business applications. That means the teacher will have to make a list of these commonly encountered business applications and then make the student rather facilitate the student to solve those problems. You may solve some sample, but the student should be able to solve those problems by themselves. And criteria is I must criteria of my instruction should be to make students wanting to solve programming problems. Okay, that means the student should be what you call should be excited to solve more programming problems. And the method that we have chosen or the teacher has chosen is use the program share critic method. That means each student creates a program, shares it with the, let us say his neighbor, and the neighbor will critic and you critic the neighbor's program, and this is a method. As you can see, it takes some time. Once you go through this use this particular method, it takes the time for sharing and critiquing and modify. So, if you want to use this method, it takes time and you have to incorporate this feature into planning. And who has the power? Let us say this is again a specific instance, management through head of the department. For example, if I take an IIT or Indian Institute of Science kind of thing, you do not have to talk about management through HOD. It is a teacher who has the power, simple. Whereas here in many colleges that we have seen or heard about, management through HOD they have the power, and obviously that will have great influence on the instruction that you follow. Now coming to conditions, the content is example again problem solving through programming using C, and learner students, for example this is one example, it does not mean that all are like this. Students with low CET ranking habituated to rote learning. Now if you have such a dominantly that kind of learners, of course no class will have a kind of uniformity among students. There will be students can be divided into several groups, but let us say in a particular college the dominant students are dominantly with low CET ranking and habituated to rote learning. And once again, learning environment, you may have not so comfortable a classroom, only you have blackboard and chalk piece. In some other place you may have a LCD projector, or in a hot place you may, and if there are fans running all the time, then they are so noisy the backbenchers cannot really listen to what the teacher is saying. So you have, that is why generically I wrote not so comfortable a classroom with blackboard. And instructional development constraint is required to achieve high pass percentage. That is what the HOD orders or the management requires. Whatever you do, you have to achieve high pass percentages, period. Whether it is a private university or in a affiliated college, you still have this, unfortunately or incidentally, is a major requirement. That means this is an instructional development constraint. How do I make sure that you have high pass percentages? Now we spend a little time on instructional methods. How do you classify when you have almost unlimited number of unlimited ways of doing instruction? How do I classify? So we are trying to arrange hierarchically like this. Highest level we call them instructional approach. Then at the next level we call them instructional methods, and at the lowest level we call them instructional methods. That means an instructional method will have several instructional components organized in one particular way, and then an instructional approach will use different instructional methods. What instructional method do I use? That characterizes the particular instructional approach that we are taking. This is what we will, the module 3 will explore in detail. So an instructional component represents one simple instructional activity, for example presenting information in a graphic form. Either I am drawing a graph, or I have a table and then I draw the graph along with the students, or I project a table and a graph, whatever that I use, but presenting information in graphic form is one instructional component. So an instruction method uses several instructional component, and there is a rich variety of instructional methods in the literature, of course, which is both good news and bad news, in the sense you can choose, but bad news is you have to choose. Okay. So these methods can be combined in nearly infinite number of permutations as appropriate for the instructional situation. Lot of literature exists about how to effectively utilize this in instructional methods and in what context they work, and if there are any tools that are available to do that. All that, plenty of information is available on the net. And there are many ways of classifying instructional methods, that also we will see, and any categorization will apply only in some context. So there is nothing like a universal instructional method that is applicable to all. and at every stage an instructor does not have to follow a method that is given to him by someone. He can adjust according to his experience, according to his preference, according to the students that he has, according to the subject he is dealing with. An instructional method can be tweaked. Okay. So, as you can see, when you are tweaking, you are creating essentially new instructional method. That is what it is. Now we come to, based on the kind of understanding that we had what instruction is all about, let us look at what we are going to deal with in module 3 of TALE. So, in this module we attempt to understand several aspects of instruction, including instructional situations, how brains learn, and the principles for good learning, because after all learning takes place in the brain. So, whatever little knowledge that we have how brains learn, that knowledge can be used in instruction. And then we talk about the evidence based instructional components which are combined to implement an instructional method and an instructional approach. What we mean by evidence based instructional component? It has been established through extensive field work. Certain use of instructional components will greatly facilitate learning or greatly facilitate the student to get engaged with the knowledge. Okay. So, we will look at those instructional components in detail, and we also look at some commonly used instructional approaches, and then we also now look at the issues how to plan instruction for. We talked about various Anderson-Bloom taxonomy levels. For example, how do I instruct for? My focus is on understanding, not on rote learning, not on remembering. Or sometimes how do I train my students for create activity, that is design, or sometimes metacognitive learning. And how do I address affective domain, and what we call can I also approach self-regulated learning. Can I make my student go for planning his own learning? That means he should be able to take care of himself through self-regulated learning. So, these are the things that we will look at in module 3. And in the next unit, we first focus on instructional situations and their requirements, because our instruction, and I am sure all of you as teachers would have experienced many of these issues, and you have to take the situation where you are in, take that into consideration and plan your instruction. You cannot follow somebody else's instruction which is done in entirely different situation. So, hopefully a better understanding of instructional situations and their requirements will help you to plan your instruction. Thank you very much for your attention.